I'm Mildred Osborne, and I am Crispus Attucks. I attended this wonderful school in 1957 through 1960. Yes, that was just 3 years. I had enough credits, and I graduated with my older sister and finished January 60. And the reason I did that was because I lived in her shadows. All of her teachers would say, "Are you Patricia's little sister? Are you as bright as Patricia?" And my father used to take our report cards, line them up side by side, and ask me, well, what happened here? What happened there? So I decided that I would get enough credits and graduate with my older sister to show my dad and the whole world that, yes, I am as bright as Patricia, my older sister. I took the basic courses, the required subjects. I wouldn't recommend anyone doing what I did to cram 4 years into 3 years, because I had to concentrate on my required subjects, and I had very little time for the electives. And of the electives, I took just a little bit of typing, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of cooking. My favorite classes was art and lunch. I did very well in my classes, and Mr. Hill was the Dean of Boys, and I'll never forget Mr. Hill because he was my first teacher here in summer school. He taught English, and I got all my book reports done on time, and I was a very quiet, studious student, and it paid off because I lived on the east side, but you could only leave school if you had a pass living in the neighborhood. So my last year, I had messenger, lunch, and study hall back to back. I had to have those classes as fillers so I would be able to take my English 8 to graduate. So I would leave school, go down to my grandmother's who lived in the campus apartments down the street. And when I come back, Mr. Hill, the Dean of Boys, would stand at the door checking your passes. And when he looked at me and said, "Osborne, where's your pass?" I pretended to have one. My heart was pounding. I thought he could hear my heart. And I pretended I was looking through my purse for a pass. Since I was such a good student, he said, "I know you got it, go ahead." So I said, "Oh, I'll never do that again." And I continued to do that my last semester. And when he would see me standing in the door, he would wave me on, "Go on, Osborne, I know you got your..." I never had a pass because I lived on the east side.
My name is James Cooksey, and I am Crispus Attucks.
My name is Kenneth David Adams Jr., and I am Crispus Attucks.
My name is Charles McIntyre, and I am Crispus Attucks.
My name is Richard Crenshaw, and I am Crispus Attucks.
One of the things that really that I take with me even to today is the teachers, Mrs. Perkins, Mrs. DeCourcy, Mr. Walker, Coach Warford. They suggested to me quite often that I could do and be anything that I wanted to be. And the reason they had to reinforce that is because I wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I tried hard. And
And when you didn't try, Mr. Shelton reminded you that you wasn't up to your best. He had a sharp plan, he'd be on.
And Mr. Sutherland was the main one. He was on, especially in summer school. He would come and sit in the hallway, no socks on across his leg, and tell you, "Little boy, let's get to class." That was Mr. Lane. It was fun days, though. We enjoyed it. Everybody come all sides of town just to go to Attucks.
Then I enjoyed my musical experience. I was in the acapella choir with Norman Merrifield. I was in the marching band with Mr. Russell, and I was, what else did I do? I was in ROTC with Sergeant Johnson, and those were good experiences. Those were real good experiences. Played football, ran track, and Whopping was a hard taskmaster. He wanted the best out of you, he wanted the most out of you. You fall down and say, "I don't feel like getting up," or you fall down and say, "My legs hurt." He said, "Well, it ain't broke. Get up." Remember that, don't you?
remember well.
Yes, sir, if it wasn't broke, get up, get up. Put his foot in your butt.
Again, I go back to some of those teachers that we had, Mr. Armstrong, and then there was Dr. Lane, of course, Dean Moore, all of these people played significant.
Mr. Donaldson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these people played significant roles in our lives, and I thank them to this day. Because as I said, I wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I tried real hard, and I think at the time I didn't understand what they were trying to give to me. I played football, basketball, ran track, played baseball, and it wasn't about all that as we went out into the world. So it was a good and profound experience for me, all 4 years.
And another thing, our teachers lived in our neighborhoods. Anna Francis Stout lived 2 doors down from me on Drake Street. And my dad played checkers with Mr. Brown over at Cooper's Barbershop, 14th and Senate. And there was just a lot of things going on in your life that everywhere you turned, there was something connected between your home and your school. That wasn't a bad thing at all.
And I must say, and I say it every year at the Jazz for Breakfast, that the class of '54 probably had the prettiest girls that ever come out of Crispus Attucks.
Yeah, but they wouldn't talk to us.
Well, that's true.
That's
That's the reason they were pretty. See, 'cause they wouldn't talk to you or me. And Charlie was just out of the question. They
I
wouldn't
got
talk to
that
him at
right.
all.